Hey Clashers, this strategy right here is on my YouTube wishlist for quite some time because I always wanted to cover it in a video as soon as I have seen it from the YouTube channel Catalyst. And in the last couple of weeks, I've seen more and more people smashing bases with this strategy, so I felt like I have to use it. And I'm trusting it that much that I will run it on my top 100 global account, so let's see how good we're going to perform. As well, I want to give a huge shout out to Ricky because he's playing this with Super Barbarians and he is smashing bases. So we shared some replays. I'll be honest, I'm a huge Rocket Loon fan, so I'm running the Rocket Loons instead of the Super Barbarians, but I just want to let you know there are some options of what you can bring. The only thing which might sound strange to you is the Revive spell, because I'm known as a really big hater for that spell. But this strategy 4 seems to be the first one where I feel like it makes sense. It's not just a plan B spell. So let's dive into some attacks and I will explain why the Revive spell might be actually not that bad in this army composition. Okay, let's get ready. Okay, first things first, we have a Rage Invis base. The tricky thing here though is that you usually do not try to go for the core because you try to go for a quick fireball. And I feel like whenever I'm looking at a core like this, I don't really see a quick fireball whatsoever. But instead, what we could do is do a fireball on the outside here. That looks pretty solid. And the best next thing is, I think we only have to invest one Earthquake. So this is something which is quite nice, which I will explain in just a second on why it's nice. So let's kick things off just like that. We have the healers behind. So we want to have a quick fireball. Do not invest too much into your Warden in the beginning on time especially. Let's see. Minion Prince, Warden, ready here with the Headhunter, there we go. The Minion Prince is out. Great. The next step for us is then, where do we enter with our hero dive? Because we have the lock launcher, the core is not as problematic. I think I would just go and take down those next couple of buildings and then recall to the bottom side and let the Warden just work, right? Just do his thing. And we have the furnaces. You can use the... Oh, there's poison early on, which is not too bad, to be honest. That's completely fine. Do we have to recall? As soon as there's too much ammo, we can't just recall. We can just chicken out and do our thing there. So that's fine. At this point, we're already investing a lot of time. I am already afraid about time, but I want to get that expo. Let's recall to the bottom side. 2 furnaces. And now we're starting our journey on this far left side. We have an ice golem running around, just like this maybe. Then some Yetis. Block launcher. 1 wall break. 2nd wall break. King on this side. 1 more Yeti over there. So things so far are looking pretty solid. Now we have the Earthquake, which I was talking about, because we can damage everything. Keep an eye on our Warden. We can now send the Royal Champ for the funnel on this side early on. Let's add some more furnaces. Just like that. Royal Champ. Wait, didn't I use the Royal... I think I didn't pop the Royal Champ ability. How and why didn't I do that? Okay, that's pretty awful, not gonna lie, but hey, we'll make this work still. Let's raise this up. We can use the Queen ability right here. So this looks still really solid for us. Another furnace. Let's see if we can take down... Oh, that rage. Not in the core, just like that. Another invis. Warden is still fine. I would like to get the town out with this little Royal Champion charge here. Now let's use the King ability to open up the rest. We should get that. And now we can revive the Royal Champion at any given point. We can use an archer already at the top side. Do some cleanup because time, as I said, can be otherwise an issue. Queen of the Core has done great. Let's revive that Royal Champion. We have 2 more invis, which we can use to support her. She has the Rocket Spear, which is quite nice. Let's use the invis here. Yeah, I thought I deployed her and used the Rocket Spear right away, because that's kind of usually what I like to do with her. Just pop the ability nice and early and really get her just to funnel. And this is now the weird thing where I feel like the revive somehow makes sense. And I'm triggered so much by that. It triggers me so badly, but... the reason why it makes sense is because I like to use her to create even better pathing. So the initial thought here was to use her up here to push the king as well, maybe into the core. But because I didn't pop her ability right away with the Rocket Spear, it did fail, but that is the thinking. The reason then is that she's going to clear this entire compartment. She's going to go down eventually. We have always guaranteed value from her Phoenix. And then we're going to revive her at a time where she can then move on. I know a lot of people will say oh, and by the way, it's a plan B if your Warden dies. Yes, I guess that is true as well, but I would never use a spell just because of a plan B, because I would just try to go for a plan A and try to practice that I'm good enough to execute plan A, right? That is more my thinking. But on this one, as I said, just this delay works somehow. I mean, as I said, I'm the biggest revive hater ever, and it really triggers me to say this, but it somehow works. But hey, let's continue. That was just the first base, right? So let's just do another attack. Okay, this time around, we have a different looking base. That's good. Usually on this type of base, with a Warden charge, you're going for a fireball onto the fire spitter. And that to me right now is the most tricky thing to really get that out of my head. Because Warden charges, you do a long Warden charge and then typically fireball. Yes, you can sometimes do it early, but usually that's not the case. On this one, we're going to do a super easy, simple fireball early on. So just like this. We're not trying to use the invis. As well, only use one earthquake as possible because the lock launcher is going to thank you later. And then we're just going to use the fireball onto this multi-arch tower. Just like that. We're getting 2 X-bows. We're creating pathing for the later stages because with the lock launcher, you're always trying to come from the far side. We're not going to risk it any further to like maybe tank Blackman, so that's why I'm going to recall. Right now, we're going to recall to the far left side and let the Warden work. Now our next step is to use the Archer Queen lock launcher. We're going to use one Ice Golem here, one Ice Golem there. Oh, that was supposed to be Yeti. Royal Chamber this time again. We're using that ability early, not delaying it. And not using it. King now on the other side. And we can use that Earthquake in the middle if we have to. At this point, we can as well support our Warden with some Furnaces. Let's use the Earthquake right here in the middle. I think that should be great. King is pushing around the top side, the Royal Chamber the bottom side, but we have to be careful here with our Warden. He has to stay alive. I mean, yes, we have this plan B, but really, I would prefer to not have to go that route. I would instead just prefer keeping the Warden alive anyways. So now, we have it like this. Warden's still looking fine. Can poison it right here. I would just rage up the Warden, to be honest. One Headhunter. Maybe an Archer or something to lure the defending minion prince over. But okay, perfect. Both are gone. Now we have the far right side gone. The Warden can charge now a little bit. The Royal Champion went down on the far other side, which is completely fine at this point. We just keep adding those furnaces. They can work and have fun and do everything they want. And we can then revive at whatever given point, or we feel like, hey, time might be not on our side anymore. This is the moment where we can revive the Royal Champion and have her pretty much take down the entire back end side. Already do some cleanup up here. I guess that makes sense. Furnaces are jumping in. I will revive her now. I think I do not want to wait too much longer. I think otherwise that's kind of tricky. I will use those rocket dunes because otherwise I'm a little bit scared of that defending queen doing too much damage. Another invis. That's good. And now we're just keeping that Royal Chamber alive. Another invis right here. Can we catch always both heroes? That would be amazing. Another invis. 30 seconds. So I think the timing of the revive was quite nice. So we're just doing it again. Just like that. And with that, we have another 3-star on our hands. Like, this is really the cool thing, as I said, with the revive. We had the first thing where we did create the funnel on this side. And then later on, we had the Royal Champ again. So really, I'm getting angry somehow giving praises to the revive. But hey, maybe at some point I will like adjust the army even further. I wanted to have in the first initial video being as close as the original creator of this, which is Catalyst. I think he's using like even more Yetis, and he's using as well the giant arrow. But to be honest, Magic Mirror and the action figure is just such a good combination that I do not want to remove that. But hey, so far 2 out of 2. Let's keep smashing bases and then check out where I am right now globally. Okay, let's keep going. I mean, on this base, I usually fireball the core. What are we going to do instead here? We want to have a quick fireball. We could go... We could go for the multi-arch tower, no? Multi-arch tower would give us quite a bit of value, which is nice. We could continue walking to the left side. This looks good, no? This looks really good, actually. And then we can, like, do the lock launcher dive from the other side. Okay, so let's start things off right here. We have some Tesla, but that should be, like, whatever. Even more Tesla. Is this a whatever? I think it's a whatever. So, how do we do this? When do we fireball? Do we have to invest this bottom side? Ooh. Well, I'm not sure which one is closer. I would just do the safety. Okay. Headhunter. Please stay alive. Let's do the revive. I guess that's the plan B everyone is always talking about, right? Oh my gosh. Oh, that was so bad. Okay, okay. So we do not have the revive option anymore. How do we still do this now? We could do the log launcher from the chopper. I believe that's quite nice. Just add more furnaces slowly. I will need to be careful here because of that defense being freaking scary. Now we can do the log launcher from the chop side. Nice golem. Nice golem. Let's add some of those Yetis. Wall break. Let's get in there. Warden looking fine for now. Let's do another wall break. Okay, that wall break going wild. That was not where it was supposed to go, but it's okay. Let's add another furnace here. We have rocket loons in there. Let's poison them. King ability can be used right now. Oh, that king ability is great. That is amazing, actually. Can use one rocket loon right there. Core should be going down. We can use... I would like to get rid of the expo, so I would just do this. Warden is... Oh, wait. Warden? Okay, Warden going back to the bottom side because I do not want to have him to follow. And so do this now next. We have the cleanup on here. And this looks really solid. I mean, if the Warden follows now, I think it's alright. Like, that's not the biggest issue. A Royal Gem can go down. Like, we don't really care. It's fine. She got her value. We have the Giant Bolt coming in. Nah, this is going to be crushed. This is crushed, even though I completely messed up the fireball. I guess now everyone in the comments can say, iTzu, we told you, you can now save attacks with the revive. Yeah, initially it was my bad of letting the Warden die, but yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. It worked, right? That was the most crucial thing. We could have swagged quite a bit if the revive wouldn't have not been needed, but hey, triple is a triple. That's all what I'd say. Let's continue. Oh, baby, can we get another 3-star? Oh, not again. This is one of the bases which I freaking hate for the regular Fireball Rocket Loon. It sounds stupid, to be honest, because you have so much Fireball value everywhere. But I don't know, the troops just go down so quick, it's kind of ridiculous. So, yeah, let's now see how can we approach this. I feel like if we have the Warden right here, Headhunter, so we can use 1, 2 invis. As soon as the mortar is gone, we can get ready with the invis. But the mortar needs to go down. Come on, mortar. Take that out. Another risky thing, by the way, with this strategy, which I've now felt quite some time, is the thing that we do not have whatsoever. The ice block. That can be problematic. I just recalled because I didn't want to have it like run into too much damage. I think we're going now for the town hall side. Let's just do a test rune. And then I guess with the heroes from the far side, but this is going to be crazy interesting how well that will work. But hey, let's have those furnaces doing their magic. We are going in with those Yetis next. So Ice Golem, few Yetis, Wall Break. Another Yeti, another Ice Golem. Block launch maybe from, I don't know, this side. It might be good. 2 more furnaces. Not sure if it's good that we're deploying that early or later. I don't know. Let's find out. King taking damage. Let's use that ability. Clan Castle coming out. Inability. Warden is still fine. The Royal Champ can be used at the chop side, that's for sure. Do we need a rage here? I'm not sure, I don't think so. I don't think that we need a rage. As soon as the rage at the chop is running out, we can use the... Yep, there we go. We can use the Royal Champ. Warden looking fine. We still have the revive. I think I will use the revive for the Royal Champ though. I think that's the best thing we can do. Maybe now use the... No. Oh, those rocket... Oh, never mind. The air defense is close by. The air defense is close by. We still have the rage, by the way. I mean, this is crushed, right? I mean, we could literally... I think the only reason why we would need to revive the Royal Champ is time. But otherwise, there is no reason to revive her whatsoever. Let's still do it. Let's still do it, because I do not want to time fall. I do not want to time fail. Ah, we got this. We got this. Let's go. I don't know. This strategy is somehow satisfying, but at the same time, I feel like you can still optimize it. I don't know. I guess I need to play a little bit more to really feel like on how and where to break it down to improve it. The Yetis to me still feel awkward. I'm not sure if you need them. Maybe you could replace them with like 1 or 2 baby dragons and then just use more rocket loons. Would that make sense? I guess I would keep playing around. To me, this strategy right now is a lot of fun, and the most important thing right now for me is it's less stressful, I guess, especially when like playing multiple accounts on Legends. It's way more relaxing. Let's put it that way, right? But either way, if you want to give it a try, the search link can be down in the description. But let's check out where I'm currently with the ranking. So let's take a look at what the ranking is currently. I think we do not have to scroll too much because I'm currently ranked 12 global, which is quite cool. Rank 1 in Germany, but rank 12 global. Obviously, I still have to take plenty of defenses, but overall, the strategy is quite a lot of fun. I mean, if you want to give it a try, I will link the strategy down below in the description. I will give you as well the link for the original creator of this strategy with Catalyst. I know that Word did as well the strategy a little bit on his YouTube channel the last couple of days. I will link his channel as well down below. I think he's using it as well, the Super Barbarian, so you have a different approach there. But overall, feel free to adjust it. Let me know how you would maybe adjust the armor composition, because as I said, I'm not really sure if we all need those, like the entire Yeti army. Not sure if they're really that strong, but I think overall it's really nice that you can like play around with the strategy, have some different versions, and see how it works for you. Otherwise, as always, thank you so much for watching the video. I will see you guys back tomorrow with the next class video. Until then, see ya, and bye-bye.